How's it going, guys? Welcome to my Blood of the Dead strategy. A lot of people have been having some trouble with this map and multiple of the other maps saying they're too difficult, a little bit too hard. Well, I think it's just a little bit of a misunderstanding of how the game should be played and how it's kind of tailored and worked out. There are some different strategies for playing this map specifically in solo and this map with a group. I'm going to show you both strategies and what to do if you're playing with a group or playing with by yourself. The group strategy might be able to work with 2 to 3 people, but it will be a little bit harder. I recommend having a full squad in this map or having it be solo. If you're playing on solo, there's going to be some hard moments to get by because the same amount of Brutuses still keep on spawning and the dogs are still lightning fast and will all go for you instead of spreading out and going for multiple players, making the amount of dogs that attack you at once less. You'll be attacked by many more dogs playing it this way. So we're going to have to work on that. First things first, go into create a class. This class setup I have made for people who have gotten the game but only played it a little bit. This is what I recommend. I'm not going to bring on talismans or anything else. Obviously, talismans will help you in the game. Having a different starting weapon might help you, and having different elixirs there at the top left will help you as well. So this is the perk setup screen from any of you who have not seen it just yet. The first pick I recommend is having Quick Revive, the second being Electric Burst, the third being Dying Wish, and the last one being Stamina Up. Now, the tonic has a modifier to it. The modifier for Stamina Up is Unlimited Sprint. The Unlimited Sprint will help you out when having to run away from Brutus or running around giant crowds or running away from the dogs. The dogs in this map are horrendous. I die more by the dogs than I do by Brutus. Brutus is easy to take down if you know how to unlock the Blundergat. I could do separate videos on how to unlock the Blundergat other than the box. I can make a separate video on how to unlock the shield, different things like that. Or I'm going to show you how to get the shield in this one, but I can give more thorough and better explanations if you guys were to want me to make those kinds of videos. But this is a basic how to kind of just get your feet on the ground and do something in this map instead of just dying so much. The weapon I would recommend having a specialist is be the Path of Sorrows. If you're playing with multiple people, have a person have the Death Machine or the Overkill and have the level 3 version of it be the Tactical Nuke. I mean, you'll unlock the level 3 version as you keep playing, but make sure that they get that as soon as possible. Having a Path of Sorrows on level 1 is already super overpowered, but having the Shadow of Death is very good as well. The Shadow of Death pretty much makes you unable to die, and it slows down the zombies for you and makes everything a lot easier. If you're playing on solo, have the Path of Sorrows. Trust me, it is what you will need to get you out of a pinch and will get you through the staged part. Have some people in the game have Path of Sorrows and have at least one person have the Tactical Nuke. You guys can kind of work that out on who could get that. But that's what I recommend if you have multiple teams. The elixirs are very good for multiple people. As you can tell, the Nora here is kind of for having multiple people in a game. If you're playing just by yourself, the things I would recommend having obviously is Aftertaste. If you're playing on difficulties that allow you to be self-revived, Always Done Swiftly is good. Now You See Me is good, and if you are trying to get the dogs done, that's something I would recommend if you are trying to get that. If you're playing on solo, you might have to just kind of work with different strategies. Obviously, having the other Gobblegums will be better as well, but I'm going through this thinking that not everybody has these things yet. Just remember that. Nowhere But Here is good. I recommend everybody on your team having Nowhere But Here. Instantly teleports you to a downed player. Right off the bat, a lot of people are going to be doing different things before you guys can come to this strategy. So I would definitely recommend having Nowhere But Here so all of you can go ahead and be able to instantly teleport to your friends if you need that. Instantly teleporting to your friends will be good to have, especially if you are very far away or running different strategies or not wanting to do this. Just in general, this is a good thing to have. So I definitely recommend this. Nowhere But Here, that's good if you're in the scripted part or if you're in any parts where you feel like you're just about to die and you really just want to run away real quick and just not be in a place where you're going to die. This is something good to have as well. And it also is not like the original Anywhere But Here. You blast away or knock away enemies, keeping you safe whenever you teleport to the different locations, so you're not going to die instantly. Point drops is good. If your point drops, it's very good to have. If a player much further on in the game goes down, is not able to buy their perks, you'll be able to drop them $500 to help them out and be able to get themselves back. And trust me, you'll make good friendships that way, and everybody's going to love you for doing something like that. So, just trust me on that one. That one's good to have. Aftertaste. Solo, multiple people, anything. I recommend everybody at least have Aftertaste, everybody at least have Nowhere But Here. Both of them very good and are going to help you survive much longer. Aftertaste isn't like in Black Ops 3 where it's 3 rounds and then it's over. Aftertaste lasts forever until you go down. You'll keep all your perks after being revived. If you have Dying Wish, you'll escape death once. If you ever do accidentally go down and your friends are able to use Nowhere But Here to go revive you with their quick revive, they'll instantly bring you back up, basically. You'll be able to have all your perks after you are brought back up and won't have to run around and buy them again. People are having a struggle with money in this map. I definitely recommend having Aftertaste so you don't have to buy your perks again and again and again, over and over. It's very difficult to get past. Point drops is good in case you end up getting that way, but this should cover everybody's perks, the money, the damage. Overall, this is good, especially if you're beginning this game. You've only leveled up maybe a little bit. This is all very good to have. I'm only level 29. I unlocked most of this stuff before I was even at 20, so this is stuff I'd highly recommend. Maybe mix and match different things if you're not quite this level yet, or do some different things if you're on solo, things that you think might help you out. But overall, this is a good basic strat. Now we're going to jump right into the match, and I'm going to show you some of the different things you can do for these two strategies. These two strategies, one of them being the old school strategy. If you've ever played Blood of the Dead before, or Mob of the Dead before, the original, not Blood of the Dead. If you've ever played Mob of the Dead before, this is an old school strategy that people have always used, and it still currently works. It still works in this. I'm going to show you how to build the shield, turn on both power switches, which are very good to have as well, and where to go to turn on the Pack-a-Punch. Pack-a-Punch is a little bit difficult in this map. If you do not know how to build the shield is a need in this map. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to flat out just build the whole shield. So first, come up out of spawn.
Seems I'm the only one who made it down here.
Walk down to this door. You can choose. At this point, you have a path.
Better get the fuck out.
If you choose to open the top left door over here, you will have power and access to your first perk. Box can spawn back in this area. Box will either spawn here, along with the power, which will be over here. Put power on. With power on, you have access to your first perk, which will be Quick Revive, or whatever you end up choosing it to be. I choose it to be Quick Revive. So you'll be able to revive players faster, regenerate health faster, and overall, you'll be in a good standing for the upcoming catwalk, which will be the scripted part that's pretty difficult. If you choose that route, then good. If you don't, if you chose this route first, you could do this and come over here and feed the dog or hit box. You will need to have both of these things done. Power and your first perk over there, the dog fed here, and obviously box will spawn in either one. Once both of your players, or you and your whole group, or yourself, feel ready, come back up to the catwalk once you have your perk, everything ready, and you have your specialist ability ready. Your specialist ability will be able to allow you to run through the catwalk with ease. I don't have it just yet, but you press both of your bumpers, your top bumpers, your L1 and your R1, and you will be able to go and make your way through this catwalk. The catwalk is extremely difficult.
One way in. Great spot for an ambush.
I have changed the settings because I'm in modifications currently to allow me to show you this strategy. I wanted to be able to have this strategy be easy for you guys. It obviously will not be one knife, but this will be much harder. You have to look out for these hands hitting you on the walls. So the hands hitting you on the walls will take you down by 10 points of damage each time it hits you. And then the actual zombies will take away 50 damage alone.
Yours a cool family heirloom and all. Let's hope it
katana,
kills as good as it looks.
and just hack and slash your way through. You'll have your katana at this point. I recommend having one person lead the pack, then everybody else follow behind him.
The way this
And once he runs out of his specialist ability, go and have someone else lead the pack and have them be the ones to hack and slash your way through this place. Swordfish isn't too bad either. You can buy it there. That's a basic strat on how to get through there.
It'll do more damage if I
Once
throw
you're done
it
with
at him.
all of this, you're on to the building stage of the game. You'll make up to here, You can either go into spawn room, or you can go into the first room.
Congratulations, asshole. You just made this shit this loud.
You're going to be looking for multiple things. You have 6 items you will have if you are trying to look for all of the things needed. The first thing you're going to go for is the essence. Essence can spawn here. Going back to the other side. There are 3 locations that most of the items can spawn in. That was the first area back there. The second area is here, and that's why I got mine.
Some ghost sneezes all over a utility
Walk back,
box, and I just have to grab a handful.
You will have your second dog to feed.
This crap better be.
Kind of choose which order you want to do the dogs. I recommend doing the dogs, making every single one of your kills be for the dogs. And you have your essence here. Those are the 3 possible locations of where it can spawn. Come down to the below area. Make your way back to where the House Retriever used to spawn. You will have different indications here of the dogs lining up for each one you complete, telling you whether or not you are getting closer to having the House Retriever done. If you're unsure if a dog is finished, I mean, you should be able to see that it's finished. You can check there and see how many heads are glowing. If you only have 1, then obviously you have 2 more left. The next place the shield part can spawn is right here. I think it's either here or here. Either way, it'll spawn behind one of the plates on that side of the stairwell. Another place you can spawn is right here. Or you come up to this place and it'll spawn here, which is where it has spawned for me.
That is a nice door.
Open these doors.
I know doors.
Come back.
Open them all
Hit
the
your
time.
next power switch. It'll be this one, or the one on the right side, or the left side.
Silence
This one right here, I have always
in your face.
never
Warden.
had, but I've had it before. So don't think you can't. By this time, you will have killed the Warden, which will be your 3rd item on the far right. You will have the key there. If you're playing on a strategy where you have more people, I recommend putting it here. And once you build it, you're good to go. Your next perk you should be able to buy is up top. Up top, you'll come over to here, and you will have your next perk. Your next perk will be chilling here. This is your cola. I will show you the 2 other perk locations later in the video. You have the gondola over there if you need to get a retreat. And the place I recommend having all 4 people within your party be at is the old school strategy that I've used in Mob of the Dead way back when. This is a good strategy and still works. Have all 4 of your players lined up here among this. Keep this door right here. There will be a door here. I have them all set to open because of the strategy, just for the sake of it. This door will be closed, and all of your players will be right here and having this closed, so no zombies can come from behind you like this guy is currently. All you have to do is shoot ahead from either this area, this area, this area, and this area right here. So they're all the possible locations they can come at you. They're all from the front. Have your people have their shield out. The shield is able to drain energy from the souls of the zombies. You could build them up, use shield blasts, use your guys' specialist weapons and your pack-a-punched weapons as well. That overall is the best strategy I can give you for having multiple people with the shields as well. The shields are very good. If you run out of ammo, you can use the shield and have a shield blast ready, and obviously you'll be a little bit better off that way. I recommend having a shield blast ready at all times, just in case things get a little bit too fishy, and you can use the shield blast to save yourself. I'm going to show you the next locations for where you can find the final dog. If you want to have the House Retriever is good because in that strategy with 4 people,
Okay, that
you can just
confirms it. This
grab
warden
power
guy
ups.
has
Final
problems.
dog spawn is here. Once you finish that dog and you hear him howl,
This place should
run down
not
to
look
the
this
warden's
nice, should it?
house. Use this little thing that will link you
Out of the
into the
frying
showers.
pan.
Once you come up over this lava, there should be the House Retriever there, and you can hold square and pick it up. It's on a little bit of a mound. It's not going to show up in my gameplay because I'm using the mutations, which are going to allow me to
locker from hell.
make this video nice and convenient. But you'll grab that and you'll have the House Retriever, and it'll take place of your grenade.
Not so much.
Instead of having a grenade, you'll have the House Retriever. You can hold the House Retriever button,
So much for the
and it will
cafeteria.
charge up the
like somebody
charge
couldn't find the candy
for
bars.
how much damage it'll do and how many targets it'll hit. The more you charge it up, the better. You'll vibrate 2 times, your controller will hear it vibrate, and you will shoot like red auras around you. The longer you hold that, the more powerful it will be. You can charge up twice, and then you can throw it. If you are interested in getting the Acid Gat or getting the Blunder Gat as a weapon, you can easily do that with the Hell's Retriever. If you want to, I can make a guide for how to get the Hell's Retriever and how to get the Blunder Gat for free. Starting all the way at the beginning of the strategy, if you plan at all to have the Acid Gat, come down to here, pick up the briefcase.
I don't understand it.
Will always spawn
probably
right there, no matter what. Every single game I've had, it spawns directly right there. So the briefcase should be in your inventory. I recommend just picking up the briefcase because you do not want to have to come all the way back here ever again. So just having the briefcase immediately on the spot is nice to have. My screen is shaking. What is happening? This game, what in the world? But I recommend picking that up right away. If you ever plan on having Acid Gat at all, or if any of the players in your game want to have the Acid Gat, open up that door. That door is a little bit expensive and it is not technically needed, but if you want to get the Acid Gat upgrade, you will have to do so. Now, once you have the Warden's Key, you'll have the Warden killed by now. If you get the Warden's Key, you can see how needed the Warden's Key is. The Warden's Key will give you the ability to have the shield, which is the third shield part. It'll be on the very far right of your screen. You see how there's something missing there? On the far right, you have the 3 items for the shield, and on the left, you have the 3 items for the Acid Gat upgrade. The Warden's Key is the very far right item. You'll use the Warden's Key to unlock this right here and grab that. Once you have that, make your way back then to the up top roof of the entire building. That piece you'll see in there that you needed to grab for the Warden's Key will be the second item for the Acid Gat. And once you have that, make your way up to the roof then. You can see how much of a crucial thing it is to have the Warden's Key. The Warden spawns around round 5 or 6, maybe 7. I've seen them spawn.
Nothing creepy ever happened in this infirmary.
You will then grab this part right here for the Warden's Key and create it. Now, earlier I was talking about how you would use the Warden's Key when having your shield
When
upgrade.
is running to the roof ever
or just
a
having
good
a
idea?
shield, you'll be able to drain the energy from zombies. Once you've drained the energy from 3 zombies, you will have a charged shield. Use your charged shield, hold the aim button with your shield, and you should lock the key into the shield itself. If you charged enough energies, you will have a shield blast ready. Once the shield blast is ready, press the shoot button, and you will shoot a blast of energy into that right there, and the Pack-a-Punch will spawn right here. Once you have done all that, you will have the Acid Gat, the shield, and everything else done. This video was meant to just be kind of an overall video. I didn't want to make things super in-depth because this video is already going to be a really long video. So I wanted to make it nice, easy, and short. I know I didn't go into depth, but I found all the parts basically that didn't need the Warden Key because I can't have the Warden spawn. You know, it'll be an even longer video. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. You will have to just survive it out and get the Warden's Key yourself and understand that the Warden's Key is probably the biggest and most needed item of the game. If you do have the Hell's Retriever and you throw the Hell's Retriever right there, you'll pick up the Golden Spork or the Spoon. I'll throw that tidbit in there. And the strategy I currently have for running grounds in solo is to run this whole path I'm going to show you. You have to buy this door, which will take you into here. You notice right here's a workbench as well. If you're playing on solo and doing a solo strategy only, build your shield right here. Trust me, build your shield in this exact spot because you're going to be running this entire place through here. The only choke point that might be difficult is right here. But if you're running the strategy, you should know that right here is a place where you're going to more than likely die. So do not underestimate this spot right here. But you're going to run this entire strat through here. If you're playing on solo, you can run this spot basically immediately. Fight the first Warden by running around this entire area like this. And if you run out of shield, grab a shield, keep moving. And you should be able to run this entire circle just like this. I got to round 36 doing this. and I kind of got bored, so I ended up killing myself because I wanted to learn whether or not the strategy actually works. So if you have done this strategy before, or you tested out my strategy, please tell me how far you got by doing this. I'm pretty sure you could get very far by doing this entire strategy and running this. You'll have the stamina up, which will give you unlimited sprint as well. So you'll be running around in circles like crazy, and you'll be running really fast. So that's a recommended strat I can give you for that. That's it for this video. It should have helped you build everything, get Pack-a-Punch, and learn 2 good strategies for solo and non-solo. This is going to be it for this video, guys. Please like this video, comment, subscribe if you've never subscribed before, and thank you all for watching.